Anatha is just round the corner. So Anatha pati hoot pandringana, Anatha BGM potu hoot padlam. Abdindra oru concept.
Hi, this is Girish Mathrabutham from Freshworks. Congratulations to Soundarya and the entire Hoote team for this launch. I am excited to see Hoote launch as a global product from India and that also from Namma Chennai. What makes this launch even more special is the first Hoote is coming from Namma Thalaivar. So, Korala Ketale Chumma Adirudilla moment for Hoote and for all of us. So please join Hoote, speak up and make your voice heard. Congratulations team on this fantastic launch and wish you all success.
Quickly right now, I think I should mention why the name Hoote. Like I said, I gave you the story of what inspired me for Hoote, and on the idea of the second lendi and Hoote in the mind, and from that time we never even looked at changing the name. And Hoote is the sound an owl makes, and the white owl is considered symbolizes wisdom. So it made meaning for us, and I think it's all tweet, Twitter, tweet. I thought Hoote is also a verb. So have you hooted? Do you want to hoot? It can be like have you tweeted? So that's the reason for the name Hoote. So I come from the film industry, and I can't imagine watching a film without background music. So to bring a little bit of cinematic experience on the platform, we did decide to add a feature where people can add a background music to their particular Hoote. So if you're wishing someone for their birthday, you can add happy birthday on that Hoote before you hoot it out. So in the future, we do plan to tie up with music labels. For example, Anatha is just round the corner. So Anatha pati hoot pandringana, Anatha BGM potu hoot padlam. Abdindra oru concept. And it is an easier way to share thoughts without inhibition of appearance. And I'm sure everybody will agree, at least over 5 minutes, we all stand in front of the mirror to adjust our head, to adjust our, how we look, if it's a photograph or a video. But on Hoote, at early in the morning, middle of the night, whenever you feel like sharing your thoughts to the world, you can Hoote without inhibitions of appearance. So a little bit about the private and public groups. I'm sure all of you are aware of platforms like Clubhouse and Spaces. So on the format is, there is a room where there are a lot of people, a few people talk and many listen, but it is done at a particular time. But when we do come up with our groups features, we're taking into consideration what is convenient for people, and we're going to enhance it a little bit more. So we are having a foolproof verification process to get verified. We have followed every protocol given by the government, and it is an honor for me to say right now that we do have the IT Minister of the country, Ashwini ji, on the platform. And we will make sure that verification is very stringent, because we don't want people impersonating anyone on the platform with voice. And like I said, we do have a stringent monitoring, zero tolerance to harassment. And can we show that on screen? Is that by that what I mean is we do have a team sitting and looking at Hootes every single day. And people can report a Hoote if it offends them or if it is inappropriate, and we will pull down the Hoote immediately. So you can report a Hoote, and we have these options or more, and you can submit it, and we have a team at back end sitting monitoring this, because we as a platform are very, very conscious of how responsible we should be, and we do not and we will not encourage anything that's inappropriate on the platform. Thank you so much.
So just to add on to what Soundarya said, some of the more international media platforms are not very conscious about the culture of India. What we might consider inappropriate may not be inappropriate for them. So we want to do what the land demands. That means we want to be conscious about our culture. We want to keep that as a prima facie important factor for us while we decide on what Hootes come down. So adding on to what Samayam said, it's clearly emerging that short-term or short-format platforms, both in entertainment and non-entertainment, are the way to go. People want content very crisp, immediately, and that too in voice. That's the disruption. Hoote has now become the aggregator of voice-based content across categories like news, entertainment, sports, literature, and that too in regional languages, right? That's the reach. I can hoot in Tamil. I could be sitting in a CSK match in Dubai, and I could be hooting in Tamil. And I want somebody in Thoothukudi to understand that and react to that, either by voice or however he or she intends to.
So, for the people who are already using the Hoote platform right now, we do have features where you can choose a display picture and give your profile details, and then you can record a hoot or upload an already recorded hoot. You can add an image that supports your hoot, and then you can write a small description up to 120 characters on what your hoot is about. But we're keeping it as voice-centric as possible. Even in our comment section, people can comment in text, of course, and you can voice comment as well. Since yesterday, there have been a lot of voice comments, which I've enjoyed listening to, and that's the access, and that's what social media does. It connects people. So the immediate next set of features that we're working on within the next couple of days and couple of weeks, for everybody who already have Hoot on your phones, you will have an update notification. Once you update it, you will get the new features on your phone. So we are working on pinned hoots, which are extremely important. We are working on multiple profiles from one device. As of now, you have one device, one profile, but that will be coming soon. We do have privacy settings where one gets to decide who gets to hear their hoots. We already have an option of comments on and off, but we will have that feature very soon as well. We do have, now this is something that Sunny and I are very excited about. We're working on it, and it is very technically challenging, but we will, God's grace, have that very soon. We are working on a concept of subtitles in different languages for hoots. So if someone's following me and if I hoot in Tamil, that person can choose to see the subtitles in English to understand what I've said. So that's an interesting feature that will come very soon. We are also working on a customized playlist where you can select the hootsters you want to hear daily with autoplay. So if you connect Hoot to your phone, there is a feature of autoplay, and you can choose, like, you can follow me, you can follow X, you can follow Y, and then the autoplay will play each hoot one after another as you move on with your lives. What we're planning to launch is, since I do come from the film industry, most of the film trailers are cut with the extravagant visuals. So I am in touch with a few production houses, and we are working on a concept of audio voice teasers and trailers. So a visual trailer is of course played on radio, but then audio teasers are where you take the best dialogues of a particular film, the important punchlines of a film, and you play it out as a 60-second teaser. So that's a concept I'm working on, and of course a few production houses have already they're already excited about it, and we will say more about this as we move forward.
So just to add that, we remember Kalaignar by his voice. The people in the village remember by his voice. We remember celebrities in the media by the voice. That is the core of a soul of a human being. And that's what we're trying to bring back here with Hoot. AI-driven voice-based search, which is an extension. So you could talk to Hoot and it will give you the content. You say, can you play me something what ABCD said a month back? It'll come back and it'll play the Hoot with you, right? Most important, all of us now are using smart TVs. You have Android devices at home, you are talking to it, you use many OTT platforms, you're talking to it and asking it for content. These are smart TVs. Hoot will be in that. You could talk to it before you reach home and say, start playing this music, I'm reaching home. Start playing these channels of news, I'm reaching home. And it will compile and keep it ready so that when you get in home, you can listen to it. So these are some of the salient features of Hoot, which we will take questions eventually and we'll answer any doubts that you have.
So having said that, Hoot, like I mentioned earlier, we are a very recent company compared to the other giants in social media. And I'm so happy to say that Girish is a very dear family friend, and Girish is enoda appa guru. And Girish has made us all so proud in the recent times. And Girish Vanda, he takes every appa song lyrics as his inspiration and what motivates him and the team. So one of the lines in his recent interview, that one of the lyric lines that he mentioned was "Singanade pottu sigarathileru sigarathe adindal vaanathileru," and he has achieved that. So when I did talk to Girish about Hoot, he was very happy with the idea and concept, and he immediately agreed to be an advisor for us. And like I said, it's very early for us, but we do aspire to follow the path he has already given for a company that's made in India for the world. And on that note, I would be happy to play Girish's Hoot as well.